So today is International Peace Day, and we, the interactors of Bal Bharati Public School Rohini, believe that we need to interact to impact. And that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna interact with the teachers and the parents, and we'll find out what is peace to them. This year, our theme is mental peace rather than physical peace because, of course, mental peace plays a vital role in any student's life. So let's see what our teachers have got to say regarding that. So, very good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, when you hear the word peace, what comes to your mind?
Peace. Peace for me is your mental peace. You should be calm from within. And peace is not something you can go out and look for. You can have peace in your house, in your room, sitting on the bed, doing meditation. There are various ways of attaining peace. But I think the most important one is, other than doing exercises, is bridging the gap. Things which create anxieties among you. Get over them. Talk to people. Interact with everyone. If you have someone near you to talk to, you will find peace. You will never be anxious again.
I completely agree with you, ma'am. You said interact with everyone. That is what we do. We interact to impact. Thank you so much, ma'am. A very good afternoon, ma'am. So, ma'am, my question to you is that what, according to you, is the role of a teacher in maintaining the mental peace of his or her student?
I think teachers have a great role in grooming the students in every way. So, mental peace, that is very important for the students, also comes under it. This pandemic has been very taxing for the students, and since they have to remain indoor at such a tender age when they can move about freely, when they should be having freedom of interacting with their friends, they are confined to their homes. So it becomes a great responsibility for the teachers, and I think teachers can easily do it by creating a conducive atmosphere while they are taking the online classes, where they think that teachers have become their good friends and they can share even the smallest of the issues at this age that appear to be very big, so that they get to know what is right, what is wrong, and their thinking, their thought process goes in the right direction.
I completely agree with you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. So, sir, I want to ask you this question. Like in COVID times, I believe anxiety was something that everyone has been through, not only youngsters, but it was a major issue among students as well. Like they were not able to maintain their mental health properly, and it was a new situation for everyone to adapt. So my question to you is that how can they keep their mental health intact? Like how can they attain their mental peace?
Okay, I think that as you said that it was a new situation for everyone, and kids had never been through this situation. So especially for the school going kids, I think that parents, they need to play a very important role. Students also, they need a break from technology, and they need to sit as a family, talk to each other, have sessions where family sits together, talks together, and students should be encouraged to share their ideas or share their thoughts with the parents. And most importantly, I think that whenever you get time, with safety, keeping safety in mind, you should come into contact with nature also. You can take a walk on your terrace if you have a terrace. You can go to a park if you have a park close by, if it is safer to go. Or some kind of physical activity should be there. So I think these are some, you can say, standard tricks where you can divert your mind from a particular situation. And I think that giving students a sense of getting back to normal is very important. That will give them some kind of mental peace, and that is how we can fight with this pandemic together as a family.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
A really good morning, ma'am. So today we are having a vice principal among us, and I'm going to ask her a question regarding mental peace. So, ma'am, my question to you is that what has the school council done for maintaining the mental peace or to encourage it?
As far as the mental peace is concerned, particularly in these times of COVID, I mean, it is an area which really needs to be looked after well. And to bring about that mental health and peace among students, our student council members have been very proactive in creating awareness, particularly through programs which are basically towards your fitness and a healthy mind in a healthy body, and to inculcate exercises as a part of a normal routine of each and every child, because this fitness level in a child will make that child develop his eternal calmness, peace, and I would say would enhance his concentration skills. And when the child has to sit for long hours for online teaching, it will definitely enhance his concentration skills, his skills to develop patience in his daily routine, would really make the child a little chirpy, and the general behavior of the child will be quite amicable, because the child is within the boundaries of his home without any social interactions. So therefore, this type of mental well-being through his exercises, through his, you can say, yoga and various physical exercises, would definitely enhance his and keep him off from thinking every time that why I can't leave my home. So that way, I think the student council members have been very forthcoming in creating such awareness programs from time to time in the school, through various workshops, through various sessions, through various webinars. Not only the mental and the physical well-being is concerned, otherwise also the student council members have been in touch with the students of creating various awareness programs related to the environment, programs related to community outreach, programs related to creating a green environment. So the council members have been very proactive in encouraging students to be part of such programs. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very good afternoon, ma'am. So my question to you today is that what have the teachers exactly done to encourage the mental health of the students, especially during the online teaching mode?
Good afternoon, Aditya, and happy to see you in the school, right? So this is the second year of pandemic, hybrid and online teaching, and I felt that this is the second year the students are better adapted to online teaching. Well, what I have done to improve the mental health is I have increased upon my communication with the student, and I encourage them to come to class, and within the tenure of 1 hour, I try to do less of teaching and more of connecting to the student, because I feel that they have probably been missing the school, probably been missing the buddy relationship, the peer kind of influence which is always there. So that is what I have started, and I communicate with one by one, calling their names, and I try to be, more informative regarding the things which are post-academic. So academics, they started pulling up. So it may be academic, we are able to cope up with the help of all PPTs and all, digital tools. That is abundance. That is like ocean of digital tools. But what I have added is communication, one-by-one communication to the student, with the student. That is what I think is most important this year.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I completely agree with you that buddy relation is really important. And being your student, I know that you have maintained that. Thank you so much for answering, ma'am. So it was PTM at our school today, and we have some amazing parents with us. So uncle, my question to you is that do you think that students actually go through mental health issues, and according to you, what's the role of parents in it?
What I feel is the answer to the question is yes. Students definitely go through mental health issues. There might be a lot of factors on that. It might be, what I feel is the mental health issues can be, you can say, based on some peer pressure in the school, and parents do play a vital role. Primarily being, what I feel is, first of all, that most time should be given. A patient hearing needs to be taken by the respective parent from the kid. Let them speak out. That is the one thing. And the one thing which I feel the parents should do, they should not impose decisions in such kind of issues. If required, they can talk to the counselors or to the teachers of the school who are also in constant touch with the kids, and then try to see what is the best possible solution rather than giving straight away the decisions. So I guess that is the answer from my side.
Thank you so much, Uncle. I completely agree with you. Thank you.
So, after communicating with so many teachers and parents, we have come to this conclusion that peace is not the highest goal in life, but it is the most fundamental requirement. And during the time of this pandemic, teachers and parents have given their best, like by communicating and getting to know their child more and better to attain their mental peace. I believe that inner peace is the key feature. Like if you don't have inner peace, the external problems will affect your deep sense. Without this inner peace, no matter how comfortable your life is materially, you may still be worried, disturbed, or unhappy because of circumstances. So, on this International Peace Day, I believe that we should focus on our mental peace more. Thank you.